Hello everyone, my name is Abastimos and welcome to this video in which I will show you tips and tricks in Linux. So, how do I play music in Linux? Of course, you could use a music player like Muck, which I like. It's a good music player, but here's one problem with Muck. If I open another terminal, for some reason the bug I wanted to show you did not occur, and I don't know why. Like, that's weird. Normally, like, if you have I can keep opening terminal until it displayed it. The error message I want is that you can't have a terminal that is too small. Your fonts can't be there you go. The font was just small enough that it worked, but basically, even if I make it bigger, the font can't be too big if you want Muck to work. And depending on your monitor, well, it happened to me often that my font was too big and I needed to adjust it to use the Muck music player. So now I can quit it by pressing Q. There's also the CMOS music player, which I don't think I have installed, but we can try. I have it installed. You can see I haven't used it in a while. Same for Muck, since I don't have any file open in it. So I can quit by pressing Q and confirming by pressing yes with Y. So those are both good options to play music from the terminal. And of course, it's better to just use the terminal to play music than to use a graphical music player. So now that I've shown you how the Linux noob play their music, I'm gonna show you how the Linux expert, the Linux chat, the real Among Us, play their music. So first of all, I need to have some music. So let's go into my file. Like, I can do an ls to show you. In my home directory, I only have this one single directory that isn't hidden. The other one, like, I have plenty of them that are hidden. But when it comes to unhidden directory in my home directory, I like to have a single one, which is file. And this file contains all my file. So if I move to file and do an ls, you see I have multiple file format. And I have EPUB, ASCII, I have some other file which aren't file format. I have other directories which aren't about file format, but ideally, I think it's good practice to sort your file into their respective type, and within those type, you can make subdirectories depending on what is gonna be, subdirectories to sort your stuff. So if I go into my music directory, which would be my mp3 directory, there you go. I can clear the screen. Whoa! I can clear the screen and do an ls. I have two folder, but I only need one of them, to be honest, which is the car one, which is my main playlist that I've made for when I'm driving. But I still need to the problem is that in the car I'm driving, I have only a CD player and a cassette player, and I try to burn those onto a CD, but the CD player on my car is too old, so it didn't work. So that's long story short. I have this playlist with a bunch of tracks that are selected to when I want to drive. So how do I play them? Well, I made this aliases, which is mpvs for shuffle. So mpv shuffle will start one of the track in this directory at random. So it choose track 37 and it played it. And if I want to skip it, well, I can use the I'll just stop the music for explaining this. I can use the greater than or lesser than sign on the keyboard to go to the previous track or the next track on the playlist. And I'm gonna show you the aliases that I'm using for that. Like, that's a bad idea. You should do something like alias and then pipe your aliases into the aliases that you're looking for. So in that case, mpvs, if you want more information on that specific aliases. And I forgot to do grep, of course. So you want to grep mpvs, and I think it's good practice to put it in double quote. So, as you can see, I have this small script right here. It's not even a script, it's a command. And it will do what I just showed you. It will play a track at random. And this is, I think, better than having a music player. I think this is more optimal, more minimal. And I mean, you need to have MPV on your computer. If you're using a Linux computer, MPV is one of my favorite Linux program. And you need to have it. It's good for anything. You can even play video and TTY with MPV if you learn how to use it properly. So instead of wasting your time learning multiple useless piece of software, just learn to use MPV correctly, and you'll be able to do so much. It's gonna be better on the long run than learning multiple software. Like, you don't really need, like, that was for the shuffle mode. Sorry, that was for shuffling your music. But what happens if you want to play a specific track? Like, there's the boring way of doing something like MPV and then typing the track name, which would be something like this, 112.mp3 for example. You could do this and it would work. It would play the track. But that's a boring way to do it. Like, a cooler way to do it would be to do MPV and to pipe FZF to MPV. And you, again, I forgot, you need to pipe ls into FZF. So you pipe the content of the file into FZF. FZF is the menu which will allow you to select the track you want to listen to, and MPV is the player which will play it. So this could be an aliases. In fact, this should be an aliases. And your alias folder, you could call it like MPV, not S because we already used that for shuffle, but MPVF for FZF. MPVF would be a good alias. Like, in fact, I might create it right now, like, but let's try it just to see if it works. It lists all my track and it didn't work. Something weird happened. Why? That's a weird bug. In fact, I show this to you as if I did this before because I expected it to work. But we have some display error, but that's not a big deal. Let's just select the track and play it. See if it works. Can we pipe a song into MPV? I think that's the big issue. I think you can't pipe song into MPV. And that's not the end of the world. I think that there's an alternative to that. You can do something like MPV, $, ls, piped into FZF. That should work. There you go. It works as it's intended to. And you select the track and it should play it. So that's the good way to do it. Okay, that's the good way. Okay, so that was what I had to show you about MPV, and I will create my aliases right now. So if I want to nano, why not use Vim just to show off a little bit, because Vim is really too complicated to use. So it's in shell/func.sh. No, aliases.sh. There you go. And we're looking for MPV. There you go. There it is. I can now. Oh, didn't work because I press enter, escape instead of enter. Now I'm there. I can move around. And what I want to do is create a new aliases. So I press O to add a new tab, I to insert something, aliases, MPVF equal, and oh, I'm not used to using Vim yet. MPV $, like I just showed you before. You press insert. Yeah, like, it's good to use the arrow key when you're in sorry, it's okay to use the arrow key when you're in insert mode. I think, like, I don't think that's bad practice when it comes to Vim. But anyway, let's just move on with piping ls to and you could use LA if you wanted to, but I won't. I prefer using ls because why would a song be hidden? And if it is, you probably don't want to show it. And then FZF, and you could add a query, something that like a question. Oh, that's bad. That's why I need to swap my HGKL key with my arrow key and the bindings because of this small issue. But it's not the end of the world. Just saving will fix that. There you go. And now I can go back to using. That was because I used the wheel on my mouse, by the way, that this happened. The wheel in Vim is the same thing as if you use the arrow key to go up and down. So I added a new aliases somewhere in there. Like there's a bunch of crap here I don't even use, that I don't even need. I need to clean that up. So don't try to use my aliases. They're all bad. Like, except from the arch ones, everything else is bad. Like I don't need these aliases for W3M. I could just remove them. Yeah, like all those paths and stuff aren't valid anymore. I don't use them anymore. So Pico, by the way, if you haven't tried this console emulator, you should, because this is a virtual console that doesn't exist and it's amazing. I love it. Best game editor platform console stuff that you can have. So I forgot how to do a query on FZF with FZF, and I think it is, but I'm not sure. I think it is. Forgot to type insert query. Is there 2R at query? I'm not sure. Equal. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Insert query will be which one would like play? That sounds like a nice query. Should it be in capitalized? Probably. I could have probably just used I think it's the capital U to capitalize stuff, but I use R to replace instead. Works just as well. And I should have like a program on my computer that shows you the key press I do, but it could get annoying since instead of doing like Control E and Control A to move from the beginning and end of the line, I use the H key just to be real annoying. Stuff like that I do without realizing it. Like there's a problem here. I just saw I made a mistake. You should not do what I just did, because yeah, you should not like have double quotes on the outside of your aliases and double quotes on the inside, because it won't work. It will probably not work. Query, is that, should I use, I'll do a search. I'll save this, I quit, and I'll do man mpv, and I can pipe that into to look for query. Like, and I forgot to type grep again. Yeah, I think it's with 2R, but no, it's not. Query, yes. Do I need to put 2 dots in front of it? Like querying. Okay. Let's try it with 2R to see if it exists. Like, no, it doesn't. That's good. So it's only query. And well, we could just reload and try the new aliases we just created, and for some reason it started it. Why? Like, it typed query equal play. That ain't what I want to do. That ain't what I wanted. Query play. That's weird. Like, I'll just do man mpv. See what's the cause of all this. This video is probably longer than what you'd expect, but at the same time it shows my workflow. It showed to you like it ain't as simple sometimes as it looked like, and I'm looking for the arguments, the flags that I can give it. Am I an FZF? Like, no, I'm looking at MPV. That's why FZF grep query again. That was me who did a typo. There you go. And I can do query with, you see, it's the minus sign. You're supposed to put 2 minus sign in front of it instead of a single one. So like, if I do, I can go with nano this time. Why suffer when you can have nano? And this time I can use the arrow key, and again, as you can see, not real fast. So I could have done a search the same way I did in Vim, to be honest. Like, and it would be like MPV, and I can already see it, like that's where I am. Want to go there. I started to get used to Vim key bindings a little bit, and that's not a good thing because I'm not yet good with them. But yeah, this should work. And if I just do reload, it still started the alias. I forgot to type aliases in front of it, didn't I? Didn't I start? I'm sure I did. Like if I do nano and I do a search with Control F on my nano key bindings, by default it's Control W. At least I know the default key bindings, and I think before you start messing around with key bindings, try to learn the original ones. Then you can change them, which is more work, but at least you should know the basic key bindings of your text editor. So I'm looking for MPVF, enter, and again, not the Vim key bindings that I'm starting to get used to. No, I have the aliases right here. Why does it start it when I reload the terminal? Why does it start when I reload the terminal? That's a good question. It ain't supposed to do that. It ain't supposed to do that. Aliases. They aren't supposed to do that. Start when you reload the thing. That's weird. That's very weird. Query. There's no equal sign. I guess that's the big problem. I'll fix it. Like, you're not supposed to use that. Is that right? Like, if I save that, that's weird. I don't feel okay with no equal sign. Reload. No! The issue is still there and I'm not happy. Like, if I start a new terminal, it's not good. It's not okay. It's not alright. There's something wrong. Like, if I just do FZF query equal test, that ain't good. That ain't what I'm looking for. It doesn't work. Okay, so it's not query. It's prompt. I'm looking at prompt. Is that it? There it is. But no, did it fix the issue? I don't know. I'll try prompt. But yeah, query is by like a default selection. That's why I was confused. Sorry. Probably you saw this error like before I did. Probably you realized the problem or the issue before I did. But yeah, that's my workflow apparently. And if I reload like a new terminal now, it still started this aliases. Why would it do that? Why would it like have this aliases start by default? It's not different from the other ones. Tell me what's wrong here? I don't know. You just start MPVF like. Okay, maybe if I try another aliases name. I don't know. What's wrong with that? I don't see the error here. Everything looks fine to me. Prompt play? Can I do something like that? Like, is that the issue? Like, can I reload? Nope, didn't fix the issue. I am confused right now. Why doesn't it work like it's supposed to? Prompt play. Why does it start when like, that's weird. MPVF, that's no good. Let's try something else. MPV P. That's weird, but I don't care. Why does it do that? Oh my. I'll fix this when I had time. Sorry, people, that such a like that's weird. That's very weird that it just doesn't want to work. That will be the end of this video. Sorry if I didn't figure out this thing that I wanted to show you sooner, or I don't prepare those videos in advance, so there's a little bit of improvisation, but at least it shows to you my workflow at trying to fix something that doesn't work. There was a little bit of time wasted there, but again, like, if you really want multiplexing your terminal, you can use tabs first of all, like I do, and you can also, like, there's so many things I wanted to show you, but I got like very focused on this small problem with FZF. that I forgot about everything else. Like, what about this? Look at this. This is if you stayed that long into the video, you deserve to see this magic trick. You ready? This. There you go. So this is how I start my application. I use I use Rofi, sorry, and I also use Rofi to close my computer. But right now it's telling me that it won't close my computer because I have application open, but it will still allow me to do it because, again, I am the master of my own computer. So if I want to do something, it tell me that it's stupid, but it let me do it. If I want like to mount or unmount USB key, if I want to connect to a Wi-Fi, I can do it with Rofi, even though I don't do it that way. So Rofi is better than dmenu, that's a fact. And if you stayed that long into this boring video, well, you learned something probably, unless you already use Rofi. But in that case, you could, like you saw the theming I did for Rofi, which is the same for all my application. And if I want to do like Super F to open my file manager, you'll see I have right now I have the Nautilus file manager, but what I want to show you is that it has been themed with the Arch default theme, the Arc theme, which is pretty nice if I say so myself. I changed something in it, but it's too much work. It's not worth it for me to redraw all the icons, but I could do better than that. That ain't that good. It's an okay theme. It's an okay icon theme. I'm so disappointed that this doesn't work. To be honest, the nano stuff like that, like why wouldn't it work? That's the big question. The big question. Why would this start when I start my terminal? If you know the answer to that, tell me in the comments. Maybe I will figure it out in the meantime, but again, just to prove me that you're smart enough, if you could fix it, tell me how you would go about doing that, because that's a weird bug. Like, if I'm not even sure what I could do to fix this. Yep, not what I wanted to copy. I wanted to paste this, and yeah, that's weird. That's very weird. I'm very not sure how I could fix this. Like, prompt, it seems okay. I might take a look at other, like if I go into my nano func.sh, how do I use it normally? Prompt space. There's no equal sign right here, so I don't need to use the equal sign. But again, normally I use double quotes, so that might be the reason why I have a problem with it. Maybe because I need to use double quotes and here, and I could do something like that, see if it works, see if it solves the problem when I reload. It did. Does it work now? mp3 p right now. It works. It solved the issue. Quotes, double quotes, single quotes, they're a nightmare in Bash, because yeah, the way you put stuff in quotes is confusing because you cannot put double quotes inside of another double quotes, and single quotes are different than double quotes because you can't have code execute between single quotes. But again, for aliases it works because aliases are different, because yeah, the logic is not there. And why do I have an error right here? Oh, because that's not a song, of course. This could be a function. It doesn't need to be an aliases. If you don't want to have error message like this, like, you could make it a function instead. And I will change it to mpvf for FZF because I don't know, I think it's better. mpf maybe instead, mpf. Music player FZF, yeah, that sounds good. That's good. And the other one could be music player shuffle. MPF, MPS, that sounds good to me. I can save that. At least I found the solution before the end of the video. Oh, that's good. I hate having like bugs into my video and end the video with an unsolved mystery. Like, I need to solve those mystery. I need to, like, each time I have a bug, like, I can't go to sleep if I still have a bug on my computer. That's like a rule. You don't go to sleep if there's a bug on your computer, because it will be harder the next day to be in the right mindset to fix the issue, because you won't remember all that you did that could have caused the bug. So that's why I hate going to sleep with the bug on my computer. I almost never do that, which almost is like I never do that. Why not just close that terminal and end the video right here? Thank you for watching. You can leave a comment in the comment section below. Leave a like, all that YouTube stuff that I keep talking about as if it changed something. But I mean, no, seriously, it's nice. It's nice. I like answering questions and stuff like that on YouTube, and the interaction with people. That's what was true about YouTube before, those big corporations took over. Google bought it, and it became like that big bad entity. Like before that happened, damn, the interaction, like small YouTube channel, the way the creator could interact with, like, the people that was enjoying their content, like that was nice. That was the good old day, before the new normal hit and people start getting crazy and all around the place, wearing those damn face masks all around the place and trying to be acting like the world's on fire when things aren't that bad. I prefer dying with that on virus than that face mask on my face and losing all my freedom. That good old freedom with the moonshine in my truck, that's what I'm looking for in life, and it's so easy to get, And no man is gonna throw from the bottom up, girl. I tell you, it's not gonna be easy, yeah. I know I don't make sense, but my head's still in my head, Yeah, that was my imitation of a redneck. I'm a little bit of a redneck myself right now, because I live somewhere where they still live the good old way before the new normal, and that's, I'm not gonna talk politics in my videos that much. I try to avoid it a little bit, but the world is getting crazier each day that passes. People are stupid, oh damn, they're stupid. That doesn't mean you're stupid. I mean, if you watch this video, you're probably the exception, but most people, damn, they're dumb. They're dumb like a donkey, They're crazy dumb. Leave a like and subscribe to this video, ring that damn bell, and be on